What's going on, my good people? It's your boy Jay Fry. Today we're outside in my small backyard garden where we're going to try and harvest what's ready and also prepare one of our raised beds for the next crop. So hang out with your boy for a minute and check it out. Alright, so we're still here in mid-June where we've been able to harvest a few things here and there. So today I decided to bring you guys along with me to harvest a few things. Now some of the stuff I'm going to harvest today is probably well past its time. I should have harvested maybe days ago, and the others are right on time, but let's go ahead and take a look. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to harvest today, I've been waiting to get these off of here, are these purple beauty bell peppers. Now I have had a chance to harvest a couple of these already, and they are really good, you know, in comparison to the other bell peppers. They're just as sweet and flavorful. So let me go ahead and get these off of here. Accidentally cut a bush. It's alright. Alright, so I got those harvested, so looks like I better go ahead and hurry up, right? So we got a little overcast, so I don't know if I'm gonna get any rain. It did rain earlier today where I'm at, so I decided to go ahead and come out here and harvest a few things before it got too late. Now let's see over here in this same bed. Oh, real quick, I forgot. I thought I was just growing one type of eggplant, but I forgot I did plant some purple beauty eggplant, so I will have a couple of those ready to harvest in a little bit. Now when I say I may have left some stuff out here too long or been past due for harvest, these are my cucumbers, and I can see the tendril right here on this cucumber is dried out, and it's been dried out for a little while. And generally, they say the more you harvest, just like anything else or most other things, it'll help produce more. Then I have another one back here as well. So the tendril on that one is dried out too. So we got two nice little old cucumbers right here. I'll go ahead and cut these up pretty soon just to taste them. So these are some alpha beta or beta alpha. Hadn't had them before, but I want to cut them up and taste them before I do anything with them. So let's keep on moving because it's getting a whole lot darker. Now right here, these are our, this is a different variety of eggplant. Now I know for a fact that I should have harvested these a minute ago, but I wanted to do it with you guys. So there's a bunch of them on here. Let me go ahead and get all of these out of here. It's actually weighing the plant down. So I don't know the right time or what's too long to wait, but these look pretty good to me right here. So that might be it for now. All right, and plus, I don't know if you can see it. Let's see. We also got a few bell peppers right here. I'm gonna leave these on here a little bit longer, all in this section, because I think these may be like orange bell peppers or something like that. So I'm gonna wait and see what color they change to. Now these two plants right here, these are our block peppers. And these two plants, I planted more than these two, but they have been real productive. And I've harvested off of these a couple of times, but just like the other ones, I've been procrastinating. But we're gonna get everything today. Those are block peppers. Really good peppers. Also, my first time growing these too, but these are really good. Oh, now that tree can breathe. Now it can start producing more. I think it was too many on that one. And this one right here, this is the plant that we was harvesting from. So you can, I guess just by doing that, I don't know if I can actually say that, but since I harvested a few of them, it put on some new ones. So they say to go ahead and harvest when you can, so it promotes growth. And I believe that's just what that did. So this one probably could have stood a chance of staying on there a little bit longer, getting more purple, but it's still gonna have a decent flavor. All right, so it is starting to rain, but I'm gonna hang on in here for a little while. Now these right here are our, let me find the spot. Now these right here are our Nadapeños peppers. We've been harvesting these mainly off of this plant right here. So I'm gonna go ahead and harvest a few of these real quick. Now I'm gonna tell you, these are not hot at all. So if you like jalapeno peppers, or if you like any kind of peppers, but don't really like the heat, but like the flavor, these are the ones to go to, because we pretty much can eat these with everything and actually get that jalapeno flavor without it being too hot. So look at here, it looks like it's coming down. Let me pause this real quick and get these and put some stuff up and see if I can wait it out a little bit. All right, so y'all, it started coming down before I can even get my hands on those peppers. So I'm just gonna sit right here on the porch for a little bit, see if I can wait it out. You know what I'm saying? Enjoy the view of the garden with the rain coming down. So it might pass over here in a little bit. But yeah, we should be good to go. I'm still gonna harvest what I need to harvest today. I wanna be done with it. Let's take a look at what I've already harvested so far. So far we have the eggplants, some cucumbers, black peppers, and then some purple beauty bell peppers. Those are nice. I had never seen those before. All right, so while we sit here and wait for the rain to hopefully pass over, if you're still here with me, make sure to go ahead and subscribe to the channel and help your boy grow. You know I appreciate it. And also, it seems like a good time to go ahead and pull out some rain shoes that I was able to get from a company called High C. So I guess I'll be trying these out today. Let's go ahead and check them out. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at these shoes that I got from High C. I think that's how you say it, High C. Now I guess I'll go ahead and show you, since we're here, the boots that I got for my wife right here. These are garden boots, so they have a whole section where you can do like garden farming, fishing, or whatever the case. You know, I clicked on the garden section, and this is what I got for her. You know, so something we can wash off real easy and leave them at the back door or the porch and bring them in. So she was able to wear them. I think they're pretty nice. But let's check out the ones that I have that I'm gonna be actually putting on today, which I don't know if I'm gonna get to do it on camera or not, but I will be putting them on today and going ahead and harvesting everything that I planned on harvesting today. I still think I had a couple of course I wanted to get those peppers, and I think I got a couple of tomatoes that I wanted to show you guys. I think it's the queen of the night or the black strawberry. I think it's a black strawberry. But anyway, so these right here are the High C 10. Now, like I said before, for me, you know, we got to have, the shoes got to be right for me to wear them. They ain't got to be pretty if I'm just going to be wearing them at the house, but they got to be comfortable for me to wear them outside, so. Now, they did have a boot style, but I chose these, some that I figured would be a little bit easier for me to slip in and out of. And we're gonna see it. It look kind of weird, but we're gonna put them on. They actually feel good on the inside, so I actually need that cushion for the bottom of my feet. Now I ain't gonna show you guys with me bending over possibly struggling to put them on, but I will put them on while we wait for this rain. All right, so I got my little garden water shoes on, and while I wait on this rain, I went out to check and see how many okras I would be able to harvest today. I was only able to get 2 of them so far, and I got 2 of them the other day, so this is number 4. So it looks like okra season is about to start for me, or has already started for me. These right here are our heavy hitter okras. Now, the okra for me is probably about the only thing so far that I can go out and harvest, clean up, and pretty much eat right away. Everything else, besides the tomatoes, which I can't do that yet, everything else gonna probably need to be cooked or stored, or it ain't something I just want to eat right off the top. But these okras are these heavy hitters. I don't know how far, I forget how far to let them grow, right? So that's about the length that I'm gonna start picking them, and I will let a few of them grow a little bit bigger to see how far I can stretch it before they start getting woody and tough. But I think this is the perfect size right here. You know what I'm saying? So that's pretty good to me. Now okra, don't talk with your mouth full. But anyway, okra is one of those things that's universal or versatile. You can use it pretty much eating it raw. You can cook it. You can drink okra water and so forth. But I think the rain is starting to stop, so let's go ahead and get back out here and finish harvesting what little we have to harvest. So we were over here about to harvest these Nadapeños peppers. Now I'm not going to harvest too many of these because they can stay on here a little bit longer, and plus I want to see what the flavor is like once they start to change colors as well. But I will get a nice little old handful. I'm gonna leave a couple of the big ones on this plant, kind of to see how big they're gonna get. Let me get over there to get these. It's still raining a little bit, but I'm okay with that, as long as it ain't pouring down. And plus I've been trying to get out here and get some of these jalapenos and harvest what I wanted to harvest, or what I could anyway. That's gonna be enough for now. I'll leave some of those on there. Well, there's another big one right there. Look, I'm cutting them. I might not even need to really cut them, which I don't. So it's easy just to come out here and grab them, right? If they ready. I guess if they ready, they come off a little easier. And then back in there, there's a bell pepper that's getting covered up. I'm gonna let it do its thing. Ain't nothing ate it up or nothing like that yet. So let's move on. Now, I guess since I'm right here, I'll go ahead and pull up the rest of these onions. Now this bed right here is the bed I was telling you earlier that I'm gonna go ahead and get it ready for the next crop, which is gonna be some purple hull peas. And I left these onions in here because they were still standing up pretty strong, kind of like this one right here. But I'm gonna go ahead and harvest them. Now I know they say, you know, you don't want to harvest them when it's wet. They might take longer to dry or whatever, but it only rained a little bit today. I don't know if that mattered. But either way, I want to go ahead and get them up so I can go ahead and get this soil prepared. And like this one right here, it's still standing. I think you can see that it's still standing pretty strong. It hadn't fell over yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and get it as well too. So like I said, I left these a little bit longer to give them a better chance to bulb up and get a nice size. Now I think I'm gonna show you guys where I put the other onions at. And like I said, I hope I didn't mess up by harvesting these. There go the thunder. I hope it didn't mess up by harvesting these while it's, you know, raining right now. I don't think that I did. It's not a good idea, but and I probably shouldn't have did that neither, right? But I'm gonna go set these in the garage right now, up under the fan, and go ahead and get these to start drying up. All right, so since I harvested a couple of my onions a little bit later than I did my first bunch, I want to go ahead and show you guys the setup that I have as far as drying my onions. Now these are the yellow onions that I have. I think that's probably the biggest one that's out here right now. So you can see I have a fan that's actually blowing right here on them, and it's drying them. And then above this, I didn't do this on camera, but I harvested my potatoes. So that's been a while, and I just put this burlap on top of it. Probably don't really need it. And then on top, these are all of the red onions that I was able to harvest. So the ones I just harvested, I'm gonna go ahead and I came out here and made a space for them right here. I'm gonna go ahead and put them up there. So I'll get these laid out. And they're super wet, so it may have been a bad idea, but we're gonna find out. Let's get these things put where I want them. So yeah, we should be good. And then for the next couple of days, I'll just adjust this fan to mainly focus on this top area right here. So we got a nice amount of onions. So far so good with the ones that I've already harvested. Look like we'll be able to have onions for a little while. And then I'll come in here and hopefully I can chop some up and store them. And then hopefully these don't go bad on me. All right, so check it out. So I have 2 tomato plants right here. Now I'm gonna tell you, I don't know which one is a black strawberry tomato, a black strawberry, and I don't know which one is a queen of the night. But this one has changed colors, right? Now I'm thinking it's a little bit soft and it's coming on off. So before anything gets to it, I want to go ahead and get those and take them into the house. Now I didn't even need to use no cutters for those. So really those are pretty nice. So we're gonna actually just wash these up today and just eat these 2, just so we can taste them. So actually probably not today. Like I said, I'm gonna let them sit. And I think these are the queen of the night, if I remember correctly. And then these right here are the black strawberry. So I think I'll harvest these when this well, I guess I'm gonna harvest them right now because they falling on off, right? Let's see. Those ain't come off. Let's see up here. So they're not quite ready to me, but they did come on off. And generally, I would think for these tomatoes right here, that when this bottom starts to turn colors, they'll be ready to harvest. But either way, we got them. So check it out. Like I said, I did harvest the okra. I already snacked on them, but I want to show you guys the okra plant. So you can see this where I cut them from right here. But look at there, got okra growing on that one. Got a couple of them growing there. They're actually growing on all of them, right? So I'll be out here harvesting okra every other day, hopefully. And I don't mind doing that. Look, I ain't mean to put y'all on the garden tour in the rain, but it's really for me to see. What I'm talking about. Okay. All right, y'all, so that's pretty much it. The only thing that I didn't get a chance to do, at least do it on camera, was to go ahead and amend that raised bed that I have over there and get it ready for my next crop, which I'll probably end up doing it later on today or tomorrow off camera. So I'm just gonna add some topsoil, some compost, and another raised bed mix, and some some fertilizer to it. So that's gonna be pretty much it. I'll do that and let it set for a few days, and I'm gonna plant some purple hub peas over there, or whatever kind of peas I have to plant. And I'm also gonna go ahead and clean up another bed that, you know, I'm growing some brassicas in. And it's just like, let me go ahead and pull those out because they're not really doing nothing for me right now. So I should have 2 beds of peas set up before the end of the week. Well, what's today? Today is Friday. Happy Juneteenth. And also, I do have my garden shoes on today. Just so happened it rained, and it was a good time for me to go ahead and pull them out and check them out. So far, I think they're pretty decent, you know what I'm saying? As far as the rain, I can slip in and out of them as I go in the house right now. So far, so good. I have them on right now. It's wet. I don't feel it on my feet. I'm not messing up my other shoes or whatever, making them all muddy. These will be real easy to rinse off. So if you're interested in something like this, I'll make sure to leave a link in the description. That way you can at least go ahead and check them out and see if it's something that you might be interested in. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what I was able to harvest today in one space. Now I knew I had a little something to harvest today, but once I put them all together, it just makes me excited and where I can't wait to come out here and harvest more. Let's take a look at that. All right, so check this out. This is the table that I have of everything that I harvested today. That's not too bad, right? So we have our eggplant, which I think may be a little bit oversized. I probably could have got them a little bit younger, because the younger ones that we ate, that was a lot creamier. Then we have our block peppers right here. Now those are going to get cut up and frozen. Then a couple of cucumbers, that these are the ones I said I may have left them on the vine too long, but luckily I do have a couple of cucumber plants, the same variety growing in other places. And then a handful of these Nadapeños peppers, which look like jalapeno peppers. These are real good. You know, I'm glad to have grown these because you can actually enjoy the peppers. And these are our purple beauty bell peppers. Really good flavor, sweet, with a nice little crunch. And then here, those are our tomatoes. So these 2 tomatoes right here, you saw, they kind of fell off even though they're not ready, but they'll get ready. And these 2 right here, I'm gonna let them sit for a couple of days, see if anything changes. Then we're gonna slice them up and go ahead and taste them. All right, so that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with your boy. If you like this video, make sure to give me a thumbs up. I'll holler at you.